All right, we are back with the second iteration of the Tecmo Super Bowl from the Ashes. Just a little bit of a caveat on this one. We are playing the 1998 season mod with 1999 mod with 1999 rosters. That's like Peyton Manning on Indianapolis and everything in between. But the concept is still the same. I have simulated through 10 weeks of the season. We are on week number 11. We are going to take the 6 teams that are in last place, figure out which one of them we're going to play as, and then we're going to try and take that team to the playoffs. Now, the thing about this mod, too, is the one preseason game that I played, it did seem a little bit more difficult. So we'll see if that holds true. You never do know with this this mod and stuff, like the game. It could just been who I was. But, yeah, well, like I said, we've already made it through 10 weeks, and we are right there. So yeah, let's take a look at the which teams are going to be in the running for this From the Ashes challenge in the AFC East. The Miami Dolphins are at 3-7. So there you see Peyton Manning with the Colts out there in the East at 9-1. That'd be a tough one to come back in. Cleveland going to get the nod with only 190 points on the season, just barely edging out Cincinnati. Pittsburgh at 7-3. So Cleveland is going to be in the mix. In the West, it's going to be the Oakland Raiders beating out Denver. Kansas City at 7-3, leading the way out there. For the NFC East, it's going to be the Washington Redacteds at 2-8. They're behind the Cowboys and the Giants at 6-4. In the Central, it's going to be the Bears trailing the Packers and the Buccaneers, and it's a pretty competitive division there. So the Bears go in, and in the NFC West, it is going to be the Atlanta Falcons, and that looks like it's going to be the hardest one to come back from, at 1-9, with the Rams out in front. The St. Louis Rams at 7-3. Let's figure out how we are going to do this. And it is going to be by way of a rush. Here you see all the teams: the Falcons, Raiders, Dolphins, Browns, and Redacted. Let's see who will make it across the end zone first on the other side of the screen. And this is going to be excruciatingly long and painful to get through. The Browns out in front early, trying to take the lead in this one. The Falcons are probably the worst case scenario. At 1-9, that is going to be hard to come back with, because even if we do manage to come back, we're finishing 7-9. So 7-9, not likely to get you in the playoffs. So the Falcons are the worst case scenario in this one, I would say. Right now, it is the AFC teams dominating as the Raiders, Dolphins, and Browns trying and figure out their way through us. You know, I don't remember a whole lot of the roster from 1999. I just know Peyton Manning is on the Colts just because that's one of the teams I happen to look at. One of the two teams I happen to look at. The other one being the Bills, who had Doug Flutie at quarterback. Washington, the Redacteds down there, struggling to get behind, struggling to catch up as the Raiders, Browns, Dolphins, Bears, and Falcons are all still relatively close. The Browns kind of leading the way right now as for the team that is going to get across the end zone. And now the Browns take a heady lead, and that's a division with the Steelers, Ravens, and Bengals. The Raiders making one last push to make the AFC West be the team that we play. Is it going to be the Raiders or the Browns? The Browns right at the goal line, and the Raiders get there too, but it's gonna be the Raiders. They say they give it to the Raiders, so the Oakland Raiders are gonna be the team that we play as. And we'll go ahead and get this one started. Somehow managed to beat the Browns out at the very end of that race, and what a race it was. We are going to be the Oakland Raiders. Let's take a look. 3-6 trailing. The Chiefs have a chance to get ourselves back into it, so it's just a matter now of getting this thing underway, and underway we will get. That's how you know it's going to be good, when you're getting the wrong button on the menu. We're going to take on Denver this week. Oh, we're in week 12. Well, I've made it even more difficult for us then. Washington 38-0. They get a huge win, knowing that they were in the fire potentially. Cleveland does not get a big win, being in the fire as well. 1999 regular season, 12th week, the Raiders and the Broncos. I think this mod also changes up a bit of the sprites and has a little bit more fun with the playbook and stuff. So we'll see what that looks like. We'll figure out who we're going to play as on defense first. Michael Husted. So you can already see it just slightly different in terms of how it looks. These jerseys, though. Let me just crisp up the audio just a smidge by turning it down. Gary and Smith. Greasy. Russell, Bikert, Smith, Barton, Gordon, Woodson. Yeah, Charles Woodson, right? No. And a fumble on the very first play from scrimmage, and the Raiders recover it. Gary. Now we got a reverse with Jet. Kaufman. I don't remember a Kaufman running back. Oh. Is that... No, that's... I don't remember who that is. I don't know any of these guys. Who's our quarterback? Rich Gannon. Gets it to Kaufman. And the Raiders take advantage of that great field position off the turnover from the Broncos. And Kaufman into the end zone easily. The Raiders on the board first. That's what we do. Napoleon Kaufman. Napoleon Dynamite Kaufman. And look at that. Just like that. 6-0 out in, or excuse me, 7-0 out in front go the Raiders off the fumble. We got one play in defensively. And now Avery, a huge return. And he's going to be brought down deep in Raider territory, and that's where the Broncos will take over for their second possession. Oh. And McCaffrey wide open. Why weren't we Woodson? Why were we trying to be cute with it? Instead, we let McCaffrey... Look at these all-white jerseys. Not okay. Oh, off the goalpost and good. Jason Elam. Maybe the first name I recognize in this. Well, Charles Woodson. We're definitely going back to Woodson. I mean, since we can't... Since we're not allowing ourselves to blitz anyways. It ain't gonna... Ooh, that is... It's just... The plays are tweaked in just a way. Dudley. Devon. Oh. Just ran right into that guy. Oh, a little misdirection. Didn't see that coming. Okay. It felt good initially. And Trevor Price did not fall. Did not fall for that play action. And Jet going to be right at the goal line for first down marker. They're going to say no. 4th down. I guess we'll kick it. Field goal puts him up 10-7. Michael Husted. Avery will bring it out. He had that great return on the last time, but no, not this time. 10-7 after 1. Oakland out in front. Oh, we'll get stats after the first quarter. Okay. Oh, good job there. Not going to be a sack, but a good job getting him down. Long 3rd down coming up for the Broncos here. Olandis Gary. Really got it out to him quick there for some reason. Oh, shit. Okay. You know, I just get scared that when they tackle you back there, it's going to wind up being a safety or something, you know? Oh, Kaufman. The coverage does seem like it is a little bit smarter. Al Wilson. Yeah, this mod definitely seems like it's a little bit tougher. Maybe the Raiders are just bad. Oh boy. I didn't even have time to get the full meter down. But what a kick. Almost 70 yards from his own end zone. But still, good field position. Couldn't quite flip the field there. Oh, in my face.
First down. Red 24. Red 24. Hut, 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 hut.
It's the last time out for the Broncos here in this quarter. Oh, big blitz, play picked. Travion Smith with the sack. And that'll bring out the field goal unit here on 3rd and 19 for the Broncos. Oh, I tried to stick my... No good, though. Denver cannot put it through. Still 17 seconds left. We've got all 3 timeouts left. Oh my. Well, all right then. 10-7 at halftime. Raiders up by 3, trying to fight their way back into playoff contention. A win over a division and conference rival would be a great start in getting there. However, offense has been struggling apart from that first drive, which started with short field position after the fumble from Gary. See if we can get Kaufman established and going. Napoleon Kaufman.
Ready, set, put.
It was a Tim Brown, but he can't get it. And instead, Al Wilson pulls it in for the Broncos. And now Denver will take over with a short field.
Ready, set, put, 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 put.
Just plows me over. Good block.
Ready, 3, 2, put, 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 put.
Instead, Greasy wants to keep it. Oh, and he slips past into the
First down.
red zone. The Lake Escape red zone for a first down.
Brown 52. Hut, 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 hut.
Get there, guys. Come on. Come on, man. 2 touchdowns today for Easy Ed McCaffrey, and that puts the Broncos in front, extra point pending. I mean, what are we supposed to do here, guys? Let's go. Let's get something going here.
Red 24. Hut, hut.
Al Wilson, who has definitely been the player of this game.
Brown 52. Hut.
An interception by Carter! And he's going to take this one potentially to the house. No, inside the 5. So just able to get in the backfield. Rich Gannon has nowhere to go with it.
Touchdown.
Detron Smith. 3 touchdown throws for Greasy today. And what looked like a promising first half has been a nightmare of a second half. Just everyone being covered. Except for you, Napoleon. An 8-yard gain for Napoleon Dynamite. Oh boy. Al Wilson. Just been destroying us today to the best of his abilities. Everyone is freaking covered. Gonna have to get a stop now defensively. Yeah, go back and get that guy. That's smart. This ball kicked into the end zone where it's going to be down by Carter. But he had blockers. Could have brought that one out pretty easily. Let's see what Denver does on this one. They scored touchdowns on their previous 2 possessions. Just over the middle of Carswell.
First down.
And Oakland gonna have to get a stop. Offensively, it's ugly, folks. It's ugly.
Red 24. Red 32.
That very first play being a fumble may have given me a false sense of accomplishment.
Round 52. Round 52.
Second down and 4
Blue 43.
as Denver slowly marching. There's big sack though. Travion Smith once again.
Red 24.
No. Okay. And they are gonna go for it. 4th down and 2 in the Raiders' territory. That's a big turnover. Woodson the first one to get there, but the Raiders have to score now.
Blue 48. Blue 48.
Dudley with the catch and then quickly ducking out of bounds.
Red 32. Red 32.
And Tim Brown with the quick strike there. Avery, who has a pretty good return under his belt already today. He's going to bring this one out. And look at how fast he is going. Good Lord, folks. 2:22 left to go here. Can the Raiders get the ball back? First play. A run. I did not pick a play,
Red 24.
so that's
Red 24.
interesting.
Hut, 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 hut.
I am not picking a play. I'm trying to call timeout. Oh boy. Oh boy. And it doesn't matter now.
First down.
It doesn't matter now.
Red 32. Hut, 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 hut.
Why can't I call a timeout?
Blue 48. Hut, 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 hut.
Gary. Whatever, dude.
Brown 52.
Game being wonky. Oh no, that blocker getting me is going to win the game for the Denver Broncos. Well, folks, we played the first From the Ashes challenge as the Rams and never once lost on the way to a Super Bowl win. However, they're going to score a touchdown at the very end. Screw you guys. The very first game of the From the Ashes Challenge Part 2 is not going to end well and going to put the Raiders in an even deeper hole as we give up 28 points to the Broncos and hang the L. 3 rushes for 7 yards, 146 through the air with 2 interceptions. Only 3 first downs to show for it. Oh, man. Let's take a look at how it looks. And now we're 3-7, and we're gonna have to fight and claw our way to get in here. It doesn't really tell us anything. So, as far as the playoffs go, 8-3. They're 5 and no, not gonna make it there. So, 7-4. Well, 4-6. There's 3 wild card teams, right? 4-6. 5-6, and 6-5. So 6-5 kind of needs to be where we're at, but we're at 3-7. So we got a ways to go. We'll come back next week. We'll bounce back and see if we can find a way to bring the Raiders out of the ashes and back to the playoffs. Tough one this week. Our first loss in Tecmo Super Bowl. Thanks for checking this out, and hope you check out future iterations of this one. This has been, a tough one, but we'll bounce back. Remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment. Just enjoy your YouTube experience. And thank you for watching the From the Ashes Challenge Part 2 right here on Allen Farm Gaming.